Okay, welcome back to Brigandine Help Guide for Items, Equipment, and Weapons. For the game Brigandine, The Legend of Runersia. So today we are going to go over the topic of wands, and we're going to look at every single wand that's in the game and what it can potentially do for you as far as equipment goes. So wands are typically equipped by the Sorceress to Witch class, and the Lich, once the Ghoul finally turns into a Lich as far as a monster is concerned, and the monster class of the Gremlins. And I also believe a special leader from the Holy Gustav Empire, I believe Sin, also can equip rods. I think he can. I haven't played I haven't played Holy Gustav too much yet. But if you want to let me know in the comments down below, please go ahead and do that. So we're going to go over here and we're going to check this all out. As you can see, there's a lot of gear here, and there is the gold, the purple, and the white. And if you're new to the game, essentially what we're looking at is these stars compared to these stars compared to these stars. So the stars and the coloring of the name essentially mean pretty much the same thing as far as the strength of the weapon and the rarity. So the white is the basic gear that you're typically going to quest and find. Purple is a little more rare to find, and the yellow is very rare to find. So you have to quest certain kinds of knights to have a better standard of finding this kind of gear. But we're going to go ahead and look at the Thunder Wand, the Thunder Wand equipped here. And what do we get? We get a green dot as far as our physical attack goes. So our physical attack will be a little bit stronger with an extra green orb attached to it. And that's what we're going to get with the green wand. Let's check out the other wand. Let's check out the Frost Wand here. So the Frost Wand, instead of the Thunder Orb, instead of a green orb, we're going to get a blue orb. So it'll be a Frost attack that we'll get with that. Flame Wand, obviously, you can tell a pattern here, right? So let's check out some more gear here. We got the Silver Wand. So the Silver Wand does not give us an orb for attack, but it gives us MP and intelligence of 5. So this is the this is the boost stat here that we're going to get with this kind of gear, which is pretty good. I'd have to say it's definitely better than the other three that we just looked at, because as far as a witch or enchantress or whatever is concerned, we want magic damage. So we're going to want intelligence and MP more than anything. Let's look at the magic wand here. MP plus 15, so that's a bonus of 15 there. Very good. I prefer some intelligence bonus too, but if you need the extra MP, you got it. And we'll look at the wisdom wand, and this one just gives us intelligence without the MP. So I'd have to say overall, I know you're getting more MP with the other one, but personally, if I was to choose one of these, I think the silver one would be my weapon of choice going forward. But it depends on your game and what you're playing and what you want to do. If you just need to squeak out an extra 15 MP just to get that one extra spell, maybe that's what you want to do. But let's check out some other gear here, and there's the Malefic Staff here. And if you note the Malefic, the word Malefic means evil, and so that's an easy way to tell. We're going to get some extra purple orbs for attack for an evil attack, and we're going to get MP plus 15, intelligence plus 15. Really solid staff overall, kind of like the silver staff, just has some purple orbs to it essentially. So let's check out some other gear besides that. The lightning staff. Strip it off of that little hairy fairy pixie over there. So this one's actually even better. Look, we're getting the green orbs for attack, getting a double attack. We're getting MP plus 30, extra agility, the intelligence like before. The only problem is that we're losing 20 hit points. So there is a negative modifier here, and some weapons and some things in this game do have a negative modifier. So do watch out for that. If you're like, how am I losing 20 hit points? Where did that go? Why did that happen? No, it's not a glitch in the game. It's just probably some gear you've equipped. So definitely make sure you check out the stats on the gear, and you're going to see that. And so, that can happen. Some gear does do that. So just remember, please. So we're going to look at this, and instead of HP going down, we got defense going down. You see the red 5 there for the defense? But we are getting 20 MP. We are getting 8 intelligence. So it's a pretty good staff overall. I mean, the plus and minus is that you're getting MP and intelligence, but you're a little bit weaker to physical attack. So you're going to be able to do more damage or more healing, but you can also get hurt a little bit more as well. So there's a plus minus modifier with that. So just be careful when you're equipping some of these staffs, okay? Let's look at the Crimson Staff here. Pretty much the same thing, just red orbs. You know, we just saw previously. So just red orbs instead of the blue orbs there. And we'll check out the Divine Staff here. And no negative modifiers here. There is agility and attack. And there's white orbs for attack up here for physical attacking. And this also kind of helps you with some other things as well. Probably healing as well too. But it's your choice to go with this one. Preferably, I would go with intelligence and MP. If you really want a physical fighting sorceress or witch or whatever, you could try it. But, you know, it's your call. I would say the Divine Staff is probably... I would call it one of the worst ones. I know it's might have a, you know, I don't know. I would prefer to not use it. I'm just saying. All right, so well, let's go up to the rarest gear here, and what do we got for that? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 staffs. 4 staffs for the rarest gear. So let's put on this Permafrost Scepter here. Let's check this out. And what do you know? 3 blue orbs for our attack. Not that most important. 20 MP, great. But this awesome thing right here. 1 extra mobility. That is super cool. 18 intelligence. This Permafrost Scepter might be one of my favorites, especially considering the mobility. The mobility will just help you get to a place a little bit faster, you know, into a little bit better situation to fight your enemies with. So I would have to say, personally for me, this is probably one of the best staffs out there. So let's check out some other stuff here. Let's check out the Ancestral Staff. So there is no MP. Yeah, there's no MP. It's the attack. Attack of 25 though. So if you really want more attack, that's going to be their counter damage +5, agility +5, all white orbs. It's going to look weird, especially on a witch, since they have all, you know, Malefic stats. So it's essentially going to look like this. If we back out real quick, we're going to be looking at this for our attacks. We're going to have blue, the white because of the rod, and 1 black. So it's going to look a little strange, but if that's the kind of attack you want, you know, you can get it that way. You can get it your way. So we looked at the Ancestral. Let's look at the Malefic here. Now this one's pretty awesome. 20 MP, agility for dodging, and intelligence here. So, you know, you do get the extra purple orbs for attack too. So this is a really good one to go with as well. I still think the first one I talked about, the Permafrost, is better. But let's check out the Volcanic Wand here. And intelligence, I mean, this might be the best, but the Permafrost does let you move 1 more space. So it's really kind of a toss-up. I probably would prefer the Permafrost over the Volcanic, but if I really wanted extra intelligence, you know, I'd go with this. It would be a toss-up for me, honestly, if I had to choose. I would prefer a little more mobility just so I could get my Sorceress into a better position for, you know, magic. But if you don't move too much and you really, you know, play more defensively, then the Volcanic Rod will probably be better because you won't be moving around too much, and you'll have a lot more intelligence to boot, okay? Because if we look at it, we're seeing, you know, compared to the Permafrost here, we're seeing intelligence go down, and we're seeing our mobility go up. So it's really just, it's kind of a personal call as to what you think is better here. But for me, I would prefer a little more mobility. And I know I talked about intelligence a lot, but mobility for me is sometimes a key factor in getting your, you know, magic damage in the right place, you know, at the right time. So that's pretty much it for the wands. I'm just going to go over a little bonus factor here. We're going to check out all the bonus sets and as to what they look like. So you can go ahead and pause YouTube and see what the stats are here. If I go back and forth, I'm seeing 77 agility go up to 82. 50 strength go up to 55. You can probably check out all the other stats, you know, on the right here. So if I just sort of highlight this, you can, you know, check this out. But yeah, and also if you're not sure about some of the CP stuff here, you're like, what is a CP over here? This means combat power. So that's how the game determines whether your combat power is stronger. It's based upon you, your knights, your monsters, and the gear that they are equipped with. So that can actually change some of the stats, the combat power decisions making for the AI is equipping gear. So just to let you know. And as we do that, we're going to see this all-star bonus come up here. So there's 1 star, right? So we're going to go to the purple gear and you're going to see a 2-star all-star bonus. Oh man, some of this game, just the tongue twisters I get into. So we lost. So here's the thing, going from that into a purple gear, we're going to lose that bonus because we don't have a matching set. We got to have a matching set in order to get the all-star bonus. So we got to put on all purple gear here. And let's go to the Malefic Staff, and you can see how this bonus gives us such a massive increase here. Such an incredibly strong, massive increase in all of our stats. All right, so let's check out the gold gear here. I guess you could call this yellow, but I like to call it gold because, you know, why not? Okay, so you can see how this is going up almost 10 points in every category, a little more in some because some of those wands have their own extra attack value or own extra, you know, value to defense or intelligence, or even with the permafrost, you see the mobility is going up +5. So let's put this on here and you can see how strong she's going to be with an all-star set bonus. So essentially this was it for the guide. You know, I was just going to go ahead and show you all the gear and what it does and certain things and certain factors and what I prefer, and you can tell me down below what you prefer. I'd like to know. But yeah, that does it for the Brigandine guide for armor, weapons, and items for this game for today. And I just covered all the wands, and so just to note, let's back out real fast, just to note, this is a Lich here. This is the upgraded Ghoul, and he can equip a staff. So he can equip, you know, any one of these staffs. And if you think he needs mobility, then maybe the permafrost is better for him. And so he can equip that, and the gremlins can equip the staffs too. So, you know, you can go ahead and put them on the gremlins or the hairy fairies or whatever you want to call them. But these are the other kinds of monsters that you can equip a staff to. And I believe Sin as well, but I don't have him on this team because I'm, you know, this LP right here is for Mana Celestia Theocracy, and he's not on this team. But yeah, so if you enjoyed it, please smash the like down below. You know, definitely help me out with some subscriptions and stuff. Please subscribe for more, and I'm gonna see you in the next Brigandine guide video. Next up is likely going to be either fangs or claws, and hooves and orbs. So I'm just going to do these one at a time because there's a lot of gear, there's a lot of items to look at, and there's a lot to go over. And I think after that, I'm going to go ahead and just cover some bestiary for a while, and then I'm going to come back to gear again. So that's pretty much the plan. Thanks so much for watching. Do what you got to do to help this channel grow, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.